What's up everybody, it's me E-Man from E-Man's Movie Reviews. I just got done watching the Avengers Infinity War director's commentary, and I gotta say I just found out that there was an interesting thing that we learned about how the Infinity Gauntlet actually works. So today I'm gonna share with you a few things that you might have missed about the Infinity Gauntlet, and a big question about a certain Infinity Stone that I think will connect to Avengers 4. Coming up next. If you haven't already, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button, and while you're at it, click on that little bell too. As I mentioned earlier, the Infinity War director's commentary shed some interesting light on many things in the movie. Seriously, it's worth rewatching even after you listen to the commentary. But one thing that really stood out to me was the usage of the gauntlet itself in the MCU and how it works. So let's start off with some of the basics. The gauntlet itself was made by the Dwarf King Eitri. As many of you know from the movie, Eitri and his people were the ones responsible for making Thor's famous hammer. In Infinity War, we find out that Eitri was also responsible for making Stormbreaker for Thor, but more importantly, Eitri also made the very Infinity Gauntlet for Thanos too. The purpose of the gauntlet was to be able to withstand and channel the power of the Infinity Stones. Now, when the Infinity Stones are in the gauntlet, one thing to take note is that when they are activated, they glow or light up. If they're not glowing, we can assume that their power is not being used. For all of you out there who thought that Thanos was using the Power Stone when he laid them paws on Hulk, you can go back and look at the footage. The purple Power Stone was never glowing, which means Thanos never used the Power Stone to defeat Hulk. Just a few scenes earlier, you can see Thanos using the Power Stone on Thor. As you can see, the stones light up when it's activated. Okay, now that we have the glowing Infinity Stone concept down, I want you to remember that because we're going to come back to it later. Moving on, the next thing the director's commentary kind of revealed was that if someone wanted to actually activate the stones in the gauntlet, they have to close their fist in order to do it. When you rewatch Infinity War, you'll notice that every time Thanos has to use its power, his fists are closed. It's funny because this is something so subtle that it didn't click or register for me until the directors actually said it. Then when I went back to watch Infinity War, you can see every time Thanos used the gauntlet, his hand was in a fist. You can also notice during the battle on Titan, while the Avengers tried to take the gauntlet off, they wouldn't allow him to close his fist. I think that that was more of a coincidence because you can't take off the gauntlet with Thanos' hand in a fist. But at the same time, you'll notice Thanos was not able to use the gauntlet while his hand was forcibly kept open. Now, there is something else that I want to point out to you guys that I know I completely missed, and I'm betting some of you all missed this too. What I'm referring to is that one time when the Soul Stone was activated, and I'm not talking about that famous snap. If you pay close attention, it was during the colossal fight between Thanos and Doctor Strange. In that fight, in order to defeat Doctor Strange's multiple illusions, Thanos used both the Soul Stone and the Power Stone. As we know per the Gauntlet rules, both the Power and the Soul Stone were glowing at the same time. But what's even cooler is the after effect. If you notice, the Power Stone took care of all of the other illusions, while the Soul Stone literally knocked out the soul of Doctor Strange. In hindsight, I thought that scene was so great because had Thanos used that Soul Stone power on anyone else, they'd be turning into Casper the Ghost real fast. However, with Doctor Strange, he actually has really strong control over his soul in the astral plane. Let's go back real quick. Remember when the Ancient One palm smacked Strange's soul and it went flying like 50 feet? Well, just think that was when Strange didn't even know magic and was very weak. Now, Doctor Strange is so powerful that he's able to take an entire cosmic punch with the Soul Stone and only get momentarily rattled and pull his soul back into his body. I just thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, if you listen to the rest of the director's commentary, they also mentioned that the Soul Stone was also used again during its final use. I'm pretty sure the writer was insinuating the snap at that point. Now, I know that sending all the souls to the Soul Stone is more in line with the comics, but if the Infinity Gauntlet works the way I previously described, then I'm more inclined to believe in my previous theory. In case you haven't seen it, I made a video where I suggested that Thanos did not send all the souls to the Soul Stone. Instead, my previous video suggests that Thanos changed all of reality on a universal scale and literally killed half of the population by turning them to dust. Anyway, before I end this, I did mention that I had a major question about a particular Infinity Stone. If it is true that when activated, the Infinity Stones glow really brightly, is it possible that all this time Doctor Strange has already used the Time Stone? We know that Doctor Strange has some sort of master plan. We also know that he's used the Time Stone in a brilliant way before he fought Dormammu. And even Thanos made a comment when he said to Doctor Strange, "All this time and you've never used your greatest weapon?" Maybe it's just me, but it looks like when we see the Time Stone, it's always glowing. What if Doctor Strange activated it a long time ago and hid the Time Stone in a different timeline? What if Doctor Strange sent the Time Stone into the future? We know time travel will be a factor in Avengers 4, so could Doctor Strange be helping future Tony Stark in some way with the Time Stone? Well, I have to be honest, I don't have the slightest idea, but I'd be really interested in hearing what you all think about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below about how you might think that the Infinity Gauntlet works, and do you think that the Time Stone has been in play this entire time right under our nose? I don't know, but we're definitely gonna have to talk this one out. That's all I got for today. Thank you very much for joining me. If you got some time, please don't forget to check out some of my other videos. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.